Mais pourquoi est-ce que... Attends. Ah!
Welcome to WikiAfrica Hour, where Africa's Wikimedians talk to, learn from, and discuss with each other topics they choose. Each session is curated by African Wikimedians to expand Africa's open movement. Today's host is Ceslause Obanyaya.
What can you say were the highlights of your tenure as the CEO of Wikimedia Foundation and the things you were probably most proud of?
I think, I'm really proud of the Universal Code of Conduct and the fact that we all worked together as a movement to get that through. I know it hasn't been easy, and I know that it's required a lot of discussion. And I know it's brought people who didn't always agree into some difficult conversations and dialogue. And much of that wasn't even, I wasn't often in those conversations. So that's really work that the movement has done together. The other piece that I feel really proud of is the strategic direction for 2030 and how that process of having conversations really not only got us to something that I think is an aspirational strategic direction that really captures where we are as a movement right now, talking about issues of knowledge equity, thinking about the essential infrastructure of free knowledge for the future, but was a way in which we were very intentional about ensuring that members of our community, from every part of the world, from all different language groups, were well represented in the conversation. And the ways in which I've seen that strength of representation turn into leadership of different communities at the global level.
Now, let's move on to the kind of training actually that are available for photographers. Wiki doesn't just expect you to go about taking photographs. They also have a window for trainings for photographers. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Minette from Nojardin.
Hello, Ceslause.
Minette, you're welcome once again. A lot of African Wikimedians probably don't know what the Nojardin initiative is about. How do you explain what Nojardin is all about to them in your own personal words? Hello.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yes, as I was saying, it's a project that was initiated by a Swiss organization called White Internet, and the objective of the training is to train professional and non-professional photographers in Cameroon on what is the free culture all about, how to how to take good pictures. So there was also a master class in photography in order to train the participant on how to take quality pictures and improve their skills in photography. And the third part of the project will be a photo exhibition that will take place that's in October. That's planned for October. So that's like a summary of what the Nojardin project is all about. So it's really about training the people who contribute to commons on how to get the skill to do better contributions.
The first time, what motivated you to put up your name?
D'accord. Donc, pour moi, c'est important d'intégrer, comme je le disais tout à l'heure, le conseil d'administration. Moi, je ne viens pas dans un esprit de peut-être emmener à changer ce qui existe déjà, c'est-à-dire à changer ce qui est déjà fait par d'autres communautés, je veux dire, les autres membres du conseil qui ont travaillé précédemment. Mais l'idée, c'est d'apporter d'apporter de l'aide, d'apporter une plus-value, pourquoi pas, et dans la communauté, puisque la communauté est diversifiée et on a plusieurs compétences. Chaque personne, selon son domaine de compétences, peut apporter son aide. Donc pour moi aujourd'hui, en intégrant le conseil d'administration, ce que moi je souhaiterais, c'est que on puisse emmener la communauté en général à travailler plus à l'intégration des personnes, par exemple, qui ne comprennent pas la langue anglaise.
What is the role of the steering committee? And I mean, can anyone join? And how is the location for these Wikimedia conferences chosen?
So the steering committee personally, I think, has a very major role of assuring that Wikimania takes place. So I think the main task of the steering committee is to make sure that every year we again organize Wikimania. Of course, there's the selection process, but it's really moving forward, guarantee that this event continue because it is important for the community.
It's a responsibility to be part of this this committee of programming with my colleagues, with Anna, Ludovic, and all the other volunteers. I would like to say thanks to all the volunteers who helped us to select the session to be part of the program. And it was not an easy task because we received many submissions. We have received more than 200 submissions, and many of them are very interesting. And we had to select some because we have some limitation at the time, so it was not an easy task to select the accepted sessions. But we tried to select the maximum. So we selected more than 170 sessions to be part of the program, whether live or pre-recorded or on demand. So also we tried, when selecting the session, to have diversified content, diversified topics, diversity in terms of gender of the presenters, and also to respect the time zone of the presenter, to have to allocate the session to the different time zone to make this Wikimania accessible for all the Wikimedians around the world.
Oui, j'ai choisi ce format parce que à la base je suis cinéaste, donc qui dit film dit histoire. Donc derrière chaque vidéo, j'essaie de faire voyager le téléspectateur avec moi, faire découvrir quelque chose, montrer ce qu'il y a de particulier dans mon pays ou mon continent. Donc c'est un peu comme ça, à chaque fois, je refais la même chose.
Alors, l'initiative Nos Jardins comme je l'ai dit, ça m'a redonné l'envie de partager, de contribuer gratuitement avec les travaux et avec de partager aussi mes connaissances. Mais à côté, pour la petite histoire, nous avions été l'un de la première promotion Wikipédia ici au Cameroun, en fait, ceux qui avaient participé comme apprenants. Et donc, ça faisait très longtemps que voilà, j'avais un tout petit peu mis de côté les projets Wikipédia. Et Nos Jardins m'a redonné envie de me remettre un tout petit peu là-dessus. Donc, c'est vrai qu'on est souvent un tout petit peu occupé par... puisque le contexte nous soumet à certaines pressions. Mais je pense que c'était une très belle initiative, vraiment. Parce que moi actuellement, j'arrive déjà en fait, grâce à ce que j'ai appris, hein, à mettre des informations sur Wikipédia, à partager, à faire des recherches. En fait, j'arrive aussi à comprendre que c'est pas seulement qu'une plateforme de partage, mais c'est aussi une plateforme où on apprend beaucoup, où on retrouve l'humain, si je peux dire ça comme ça. Parce que avant tout, c'est l'humain en fait qui me parle plus.
The code is a very strong text, and by good drafting, I think it will become living, and it will ameliorate the everyday life of the contributor, because when you write a code, it's not enough. You must also provide clear guidelines for people who have to apply the code, who have to mediate, to judge cases, sometimes to sanction or to escalate a case, make an appeal, etc. So the drafting process and the document which will come from this drafting process is important, and we have a great responsibility because there are a lot of parameters to take in account. As you know, Wikipedia and the spaces of Wikimedia are very complicated spaces, so it takes a little bit work to that everything is covered in the draft.
I think the major themes that, when we think about the funds relaunch and the changes that you're seeing, we have 4 major themes. The first one is that we are transitioning towards a grant program that focuses on areas of the desired impact. So moving away from structures or processes that to some extent might have limited participation or people being part in the movement, of being people accessing resources to support them in being part of the movement. The other key thing is around decentralization, that we want to distribute power sharing with a regional focus, hence the regional committees, and we will be talking about that more later. And then equity being central to every element of the relaunch and its success. And that also speaks to us making a commitment to having a substantial increase in funding to underrepresented communities. And the fourth thing, looking at beyond funding, recognizing that beyond we need, to build capacity, we need to create spaces for people to learn and exchange ideas across affiliates and community members.
With me today is Candy Kohiwe. She will be joining me to, of course, give highlights on what we have in the news section. Hello, Candy.
Hi, Ceslause.
We say a big congratulations to the newlywed wiki couple, Nasima and Yamen. They got married recently. If there's anything that's enough reason to take your wiki engagement more seriously, guys, the love of your life could be hiding somewhere in the movement. So you need to engage more to find them. Candy.
Thank you, Ceslause. So Mariana Eskander has been appointed as the new CEO of the Wikimedia Foundation. She's an Egyptian-born American social entrepreneur and lawyer. She lives in South Africa, but is expected to move to the US to start her new role officially in the Wikimedia Foundation on the 5th of January 2022. She will be on one of our WikiAfrica Hour episodes in the near future. So make sure you are subscribed to the Wiki in Africa YouTube channel to not miss this episode.
This This episode of WikiAfrica Hour was hosted by Ceslause. Let us know what topics you want to discuss and join us next month on the same channels. Subscribe to the Wiki in Africa YouTube channel and follow WikiAfrica on social media.
Ceslause, your microphone is out.
Oh,
Ah,
je viens
et
de
je
l'allumer.
le dis en anglais en plus, non.
Pas de souci.
Donc, Ceslause, tu as quelque chose à conclure là-dessus?
Merci d'avoir suivi la vidéo. C'est ce qu'on faisait depuis le mois d'avril cette année. Et on aimerait souvent avoir des sujets proposés par les membres de la communauté. Donc, si vous avez quelque chose, des sujets, des projets que vous aimeriez qu'on discute sur parmi ou bien des épisodes à l'avenir, vous pouvez le proposer sur notre page Meta, ça c'est WikiAfrica Hour. Vous pouvez aussi me contacter à ceslause@wikiinafrica.org ou bien contacter Anthere aussi pour donner des sujets intéressants. C'est ça.
Alors, il y a Diane qui veut parler.
C'était pour poser une question, si c'est possible.
Vas-y.
C'était pour savoir quel est le format, la longueur de l'émission, la fréquence et un peu l'audience qu'il y a autour, un peu quelques données là-dessus.
Ok, pour le moment, on essaye d'avoir peut-être au moins un épisode chaque mois. Donc, concernant l'audience, c'est beaucoup diversifié, si je peux dire ça, parce que il y a certains sujets qui peuvent intéresser certains membres de la communauté. Donc, l'audience est trop diversifiée. Par exemple, la séance de Wiki Africa, on avait eu beaucoup de gens qui peut-être travaillent dans le champ de la photographie, vidéographie et tout ça. Donc, de temps en temps, l'audience, ça va varier.
Normalement, on essaye de rester sur 1 heure.
Ah oui,
mais parfois, ça dérape un peu. Parfois, ça dérape un peu.
Oui, parce qu'il y a des sessions qui peuvent peut-être devenir plus intéressantes que normales. Donc, on dépasse plus qu'une heure.
Donc, si vous avez des suggestions de thèmes, n'hésitez pas. Et puis, il y a la possibilité, donc, chaque semaine, on diffuse des actus. Donc, pas hésiter à les partager également. On récupère à droite, à gauche. Des gens nous suggèrent des choses déjà, mais n'hésitez pas.
Ah oui.
Ok, merci.
Merci Habib. Et encore, on a dû beaucoup sélectionner. Hein.